Let's hit it. Who are we playing as? Ricky Toffin. Beautiful. Alright. Nice roll. Nice roll. Oh, this cutscene might be copyright. This stream's gonna get banned. I remember that was an issue with Shell's View, even if you show like a few seconds of the cutscene. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't too much. It would just stream banned or video banned worldwide just from showing like a few seconds of the intro cutscene in your stream. It was so weird.
Maxis!
There we go. All right. How's everybody doing? What's going on? So basically my plan here is, well, I'll wait a second here to say the plan. So basically my plan here is I'm going to be going for a new high round record on this map, which would be 57, but my goal is to get at least 60. Hopefully around 70. I haven't gotten around 70 at any Black Ops 4 map yet, but I have hit 60 on both the other launch maps. So my plan for the stream is that I'm not really in the mood to be talking a long time, but I was in the mood to play zombies and just listen to YouTube. So that's my plan. I'm just going to mute the mic, listen to YouTube in the background, and just kind of play zombies. I just figured I may as well have a live stream since, you know, content. Some content's better than no content, and I might be able to chop the stream up and make it something of it anyway eventually. In the meantime, at least there is some more content on my channel, and of course if crazy shit starts happening, I could just get back on the mic. So anyway, that's my plan here. I'm going to be listening to YouTube, playing some zombies, and just chilling. And I also don't have time to... I also unfortunately don't have time to play the whole game tonight. I do have to work tomorrow, so... Nice. So I am just going to be playing the first like 30 rounds or so tonight, maybe 40, however much I feel like, and then I'll pause it, leave it overnight, come back to it tomorrow, and then or whenever, you know, the next few days, and I'll hopefully be more in the mood to talk then and be able to commentate the stream better. But in the meantime, off to YouTube. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy this mostly commentary-less live stream. And yeah, if shit goes crazy, I'll jump back on the mic. Otherwise, you know, I'll see you all on the other side in the next stream.
Like an ordinary sword to me. I suppose we'll see. Already it's crooked. Let's a dead rip it down. I can't even look at it anymore. Und about to run out. Ammunition, Dummkopf. Mach schnell! This weapon, this moment, anything can alter the time. switch and power on. At last, a stroke of luck. Of course, mein Weapon. Now you'll run out. I'm so pleased you decided to ruin me. To drill it into his thick skull 8 or 9,000 more times. I'm not entirely sure that this won't explode. Please, this ammunition is too much. Perhaps I should share with you undead fool. Wolfgang's ghost! Oh! It's only one of the demon wolves. They seem almost nothing. Just a bunch of slashing and stabbing, yeah? How hard can it be? Damn cranks! Splinters! Blasted menial labor! A magazine capacity. I do not use explosives all the time. It's not like I'm saving them for something else. It could be time to start kicking or screaming. Mass dismemberment is exhausting. Can anyone bring a towel? mongrels gnaw the timbers for a little while. You seem suddenly shorter. Is that a new haircut? A moist towelette. Open wide, Wolfie dog. Here comes another nice juicy corpse. Goodbye, Wolfie! Greedy little ingrate. Not so much as a thank you bark. Why should anything go well, yeah? Let the whole cosmos collapse. The doctor is done. Tastes like something was evolving inside of the bottle. Short stroll to the main cell. Pop up. It has been a fine afternoon. Spirited amputation. Quite invigorating. Never mind the power or that fool warden. The entrance is just ahead. Eyes open, they could come from anywhere! Assist from structuring comes with a shoulder strap! Or a wheelbarrow! God, so much fun! Let's do another. I want to go again! This place is a mess. I suppose finding a snack that hasn't passed its sell-by date is out of the question. Ah, spectral essence. Now, if I only had some receptacle to store it in... Ugh, perhaps Nikolai has an extra pocket. Ammo! Ammunition! Not a moment too soon! Lumps of zombie fuel as well? Yes, this ridiculous contraption! You're a sneaky little mongoose. perfect shape. Yeah, this will make a suitable shield for me. You hate power. Think about knocking it out again. So this is it, yeah? This is how you spend every day. Just appear out of nowhere, wave your stick about, and explode into a puff of smoke. Bravo! The water seems so calm. Such a shame that any attempt to cross it would delete us from existence. I'm tempted to let Nikolai try. Reticle is an attractive piece. This is a rifle made for a surge. Who likes rifles? Use your mind and try to erase your mankind from existence! That tasted experimental. Hurry now, Gunn! Mach schnell! Mustn't keep the doctor waiting. Close the gate! Close the gate! Wonderful! Ha! Trapped in a steel cage 20 meters above the ground. It's fine.
Alright, I just had to unmute the mic to say I just noticed the plane's flying while I'm on the gondola, and I love that. The propellers are spinning, and there is a trail behind the wings. That's too funny. That's hilarious. I love all little details like that, man. It even spins when you walk, but like it had the trails behind it when I was going that fast with the gondola, like as if it was zooming. That is so funny, man. I love the details they used to add to zombies in the good old days. That's the kind of stuff that separates pre-Cold War zombies from post-Cold War zombies. Little tiny details like that. The fact that they cared not only to make the plane react on the gondola, but react as if you're moving faster than when you're walking. That's just great.
That thing eats more than any creature I have ever encountered. Dempsey is a human. He does not count. Calling this place an infirmary is offensive. This is quite a find. Into my pocket with you. I must be insane! Ah! The flames! Sehr gut. We've arrived. Is my face red? I feel red. This glass here is a window onto the astral plane. I have always wondered how the other side spends its time. Animated corpses! If all of you would line up and remain perfectly still, that would be wunderbar! Decent close quarter and mid-range. Perfect for a penitentiary. Curse you, infernal box! Oh, why do I even try? Oh, it throws this away. Did I throw this away? Fizzy und stimmig. Swordsman at best. So much is made of this ancient art form. I picked it up in an afternoon. Disgusting digits to yourself. The recoil. Absolutely intoxicating. Appears to have worked. Yeah, because the legions of bipedal undead weren't enough. God, so much fun! Let's do another. I want to go again. There's another. You're mine, flesh. Not today. Max ammo. leave it here while I retain some semblance of dignity. Feeding undead to a demonic wolf is exactly how I wanted to spend my afternoon. In my wisdom teeth, and I pulled them out when I was 12. Auf Wiedersehen, eyebrows. Und schnell! I've got it. Danke, Wolfie. I'm still steaming from the last trip. Ich brenne! Ich brenne! Oh, I'm fine. Ah, out of ammo. That's fine. Magnificent. I could probably split a whisker from Nikolai's mustache.
Okay, I just have to unmute the mic again here because I literally can't believe I just got the ray gun. I have never gotten the ray gun in Black Ops 4 Zombies, ever, period. To the point that I was completely convinced it was not in any launch maps. Like, I haven't even seen this thing when I'm spinning the box. I haven't even seen it go by. Like, I did not think this was in this map. I thought Classified was the only launch map that had the ray gun. This is crazy. I've even gotten the ray gun Mark II in this map. I thought the Mark II was the only version of the ray gun in this map. I've only gotten it once, but I haven't even seen the ray gun when I've been spinning the box. I didn't think this was in here. I'm flabbergasted. This is crazy. Hold on, the splash damage, right? Oh, hell yeah. We getting that flopper right now. Holy shit, I have a ray gun. I can't believe this. This is crazy. I know I'm getting way too hyped about the ray gun here, but like, I'm just so shocked to see it, because I'm mostly shocked I haven't gotten it up until this point. Like, how have I not gotten it yet, but it's been in there the whole time? Also, I'm hype. I'm a big ray gun fan. I even like the Black Ops 3 ray gun a lot. Like, I've used the Black Ops 3 ray gun up to around 60 before, and people will call me insane for doing that, but I like the ray gun. You know, I do. What can I say? I think it's a fun, unique weapon. It's extremely different to use than any other gun in the game, and that makes it fun for me. You know, it's so different to train around and kill zombies with this than anything else, and I just like that a lot about it. The variety. Wow, I just spent all that money to cycle right back to Deadshot. That happens sometimes. That's alright. I just gotta be careful now with the ray gun here, not to down myself until I get that flopper. Ooh, you know, that'll help. How fast does this thing shoot? Okay, not too slow. Sucks I can't get double tap for it in this game, but it's not too slow without double tap. Can't wait to pack a punch and see how good it is in the mid to high rounds. I have no idea. I have no frame of reference for how good this ray gun is in general. I know people typically don't like the Black Ops 3 ray gun. They shit talk a lot and say it's the worst one. And I know people really like the Cold War ray gun because they say that's like the strongest version of the ray gun we've ever had. But I've heard essentially nothing about the Black Ops 4 ray gun, so I have no idea what to expect with this thing once it hit like round 30, round 40. I guess I can expect it's never going to be very bad because every version of the ray gun Pack-a-Punch has been decent at round 35, and I believe that's the round the zombies' health caps in this game is at 35. Like, they don't get any more health after that point once they get to, like, once you get to around 40, 45, 50, they're not getting any stronger at that point. They've leveled out at 35, which this was the first game to ever do that, to have a health cap at any round. Previously, they would just get infinitely stronger, basically. My maxi! Okay, it sounded like I need a maxi pad. I should probably find a new way to phrase that. It's crazy how the sword is just objectively the best specialist weapon, and it's frankly not even close. No crawlers with the ray gun? Oh, okay, I just didn't happen with this guy. This game has suddenly become super interesting to me because I have a ray gun, and I feel like I want to keep commentating it. Where do I want to train? I want to go to the safe spot to train for a little while. First I'm going to go hit that perk machine some more. Then I'll go to the safe spot to train. If I get flopper from the perk machine, I'm going to go to the roof to train, which I have much less experience with, but would feel safe doing with these two weapons together. Ooh, Blood Wolf Bite. I'm probably not going to do better than that in 2 spins. 1 spin. Well, 2 with the zombie kill. I'm just going to keep my Blood Wolf. That's fun. We'll go to the safe spot. Luna will help me out. It'll all be a good time. We can already upgrade the ray gun this round. Man,
I'm going to reek of sulfur.
Man, I can't believe I have a ray gun in Blood of the Dead. I was so confused. I was so confused and just baffled as to why this wasn't in this map, you know, being an ether map and everything. This is the first Ether map to ever not have the ray gun. I thought it was so strange, but I guess I've just been, like, really unlucky in getting it. It may have crazy low odds or something, or I've just been really unlucky. It's weird to be holding this thing, man. It sure is. The Blundergat definitely has high odds coming out of that box. I've gotten this thing, must be a dozen times or more at this point, in like a dozen different games from the box, and never even seeing this thing in the rotation. Ooh, alright, alright. Doesn't one-shot him at 19, but it takes their heads off. That's actually worse. It's actually worse than if it just body-shotted them and didn't kill him, because it makes me think, oh, he's gonna die soon, he has no head. But actually, they'll be coming at me for a minute with no head, which is dangerous. Let's see how it does for horde killing. Ooh, it does feel slow to fire. It does feel slow to fire without double tap when shooting at a horde, unfortunately. Uh-oh, gotta go. That's why we got that. But yeah, it does feel, unfortunately... Yeah, fuck it, let's go to the cafeteria. It does feel, unfortunately, very slow to fire without double tap, and there's no way to fix that in this game because, you know... Yeah. I don't know why they didn't find a way to replace that feature of double tap. Oh, the hell's Retriever's gone? I wonder if I would have picked up a monkey if I'd be able to get it again. I should test that later this game. I already did the free monkey bomb Easter egg that I just learned about since the last time I played this map, so I'll grab that monkey in a bit and then see if I can still get the tomahawk back. It'll feel better once it's pack punch for sure, but that lack of double tap really hurts when I'm used to having double tap with the ray gun for over a decade at this point, you know. Feels so sluggish. That's alright, I don't have to do shit at the moment. Yeah, I could already use a pack-a-punch-in. It's not even around 20 yet. It's not doing great. I will say this is probably the worst version of the ray gun so far. Both because it seems to not quite be doing the same amount of... Damn, I'm gonna die. Both because it seems to not quite be doing the same amount of damage as ray guns in previous games. That may just be... It may just be a placebo effect. It might be the same... Maybe the same coding that it's always had, and it just feels weaker to me, because there's no double tap, but... The fact there's no double tap, I would say, does make this the worst ray gun in any... And the fact they didn't increase the fire rate to match the double tap fire rate, which they could have done easily. I think that does make this, unfortunately, the worst ray gun in any zombies, which makes me sad, as a big ray gun fan. It makes me sad this game has the worst ray gun. Then again, this game does have the worst a lot of things, that's why it was received the way it was and crashed and burned as hard as it did, you know. A lot of errors in judgment, you could say. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this thing, man. It's not doing great. The health cap will definitely help it be more useful in high rounds, but it'll be less fun to use without double tap. I wish they found a way to replace that... Replace... I'm out here making up words. I wish they found a way to replace that particular feature of double tap, because... They found a way to replace the damage aspect of double tap, and, I'll go get another perk. My wolf won't be ready for a while. Yeah, they found a way to increase the, Or, should we get the magma gat? Nah, we want Flopper. I want Flopper before I'm stuck in that room with only a ray gun. Owen Solo says, "Are you winning, my son?" I sure am. I somehow got the ray gun out of the mystery box, even though I have not seen it before at all on this map, up until the point that I didn't think it was in the map. I've played this map so many times, I haven't even seen it when spinning the box. It's very weird right now to be holding it, because I really didn't think it was in there. And I don't know how I haven't gotten it up until this point, now I see it is here. I'm looking forward to pack-punching it because I have not tried the pack-punch ray gun yet in Black Ops 4. This is my first time having the ray gun at all in Black Ops 4. Major GG, easy buddy. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm going to reek of sulfur.
It's just weird that I didn't get it up until this point. I've even had the ray gun Mark II in this map once. I gave you your first like and subscribe to the stream. Ah, thank you so much, my guy. Welcome to the channel.
I'm fine.
Glad to meet fellow fans of Black Ops 4 Zombies. I've only recently become a fan of Black Ops 4. I was always one of those Black Ops 4 haters for years. You know, I just couldn't get into it when it came out, and after seeing the state of Black Ops 6 Zombies, I finally gave up on it ever being good again, and decided to give this game a try, because it was the only game I didn't play that still has the authenticity of classic Zombies, you know? Well, so there's all these maps I never played because the mechanics were too different, and there's a lot of things that I didn't like, little things I didn't like about it. But it's so much better than anything we've gotten since, or anything I think we'll ever get again, that really changed my perspective on it, and made me appreciate how good these maps are, and how good we had it back in the day. You know, even when this game was coming out. I never got the season pass for this game. It's a good day, it's my birthday, son. Only big moves today. Alright, deal. Happy birthday, my guy. Oh, barely went invisible in time there. Only big moves today. Well, we're making some big moves with the ray gun here. I'm gonna pack-a-punch it soon, since... Oh, another Brutus, okay. How's the ray gun against Big Booty? Ooh, really good. Pretty good, not really good. I'm torn between upgrading this thing and getting another perk. But yeah, happy birthday, man. Welcome to the stream. Glad to hear it's your birthday. Hope you're having a good time. Do you know Mike? I'm gonna need a last name or a YouTube channel or something. Because that is way too vague of a question for me to be able to answer it. Mike Hawk. This guy. He had me going for a second there. He had me going for a second there. He had me in the first half. I don't really want that nuke. I think I'm going to take this round to either spin for another perk or pack-punch the ray gun. You know, I'm going to keep spinning for a perk because I really... Sorry, Ghana. That's all good. I didn't quite fall for it. I only, you know... you got me halfway, but fortunately I have heard that one before. I had a friend in high school who loved those kind of name punny jokes, you know, bend over and my cock and my cunt, all kinds of stuff like that, you know. So I've heard a lot of those, fortunately. But yeah, I decided I want to keep hitting this thing until I can get PhD Flopper, so I don't down myself with the ray gun. Ooh, Winter's Wail is really good, though. Is that good enough? It's good enough if I have the sword and Winter's Wail. We do a little bit of trolling. Yeah, you gotta do a little bit of trolling. You could also see it as educating, you know? If I didn't know about that joke, now I would. You could see it as educating the public, you know, so they can avoid being trolled. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep Winter's Wail here. That's a really good perk. Why am I training in the showers? That's different. I like this map has multiple viable training spots. Showers aren't as safe as the cafeteria. I don't have any. I gotta upgrade this Blundergat, though. I'm not around 21, and it's not gonna be one-hitting them all the time anymore unless I pack-a-punch it soon. Ooh, that's good. I think at the end of this round I'm going to get the Magma Gat. If I can afford to pack... I should be able to afford to pack-a-punch the ray gun by then. But yeah, this map is OG for sure. Yeah, it is. I know. I am still a bigger fan of... whoa, shit. I'm getting stuck. Sword time. That's why we have it. And put it away. Alright, I want to put it away. So I hopefully can charge it up again by the end of the round. But yeah, this map is great. I enjoy it a lot. I do still like the original Mob of the Dead better for a few reasons. Although that is, in my opinion, probably the second best map of all time. So it's hard to compete with, like, the best of the best, you know? But it's still really good. Like, it's still like an 8.5 out of 10, you know? The problem is that it's being compared to always compared to Mob of the Dead, which is like a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. So it never compares favorably unless people play this first. I've heard like if you play Blood of the Dead first, you like that better. And if you play Mob first, you like that better. It's kind of whichever you play first is your introduction to this, this setting of zombies. And you always appreciate that map and its mechanics more because it was your introduction to this map essentially. Original Mob of the Dead straight. Hold up. I can't read the rest of that comment. I gotta bring it up on my stream. I need to see whole comment. Give me 1 second. Alright. Original Mob of the Dead was straight winner. It was crazy how good that map was. And still is to this day. That map is such a banger. It's fun to go back and play even today, but it's nice to have an updated version of it that has like specialist weapons and elixirs and stuff, is also really fun. But I'm really glad I finally got into Black Ops 4. I didn't know what I was missing. I thought there was another one. I didn't realize that was the end of the round. I gotta pack-a-punch some shit here. I'm gonna go check the roof. Maybe it's on the roof. But yeah, I'm glad I finally gave Black Ops 4 another shot because this game's actually really fun. Oh, good, it's a dog round. I have plenty of time to pack a punch. This game's actually really fun. I'm having a really good time with it. I haven't got the season pass still yet because I didn't like it as much back in the day. I never bought the season pass, and I still have all those maps to experience for the first time. So that's really cool too. I still have like 5 more maps I haven't played that I could play. I never even opened Pack-a-Punch. Oh my god. Alright. My distracted ass has just been listening to a YouTube video this entire stream, and I haven't really been paying that much attention until I got a viewer, to be honest. I was just spacing out and playing, and I'm around 23. I have not opened Pack-a-Punch, so we will get on that immediately. That's so funny. I came up here to see if Pack-a-Punch was here, and it's not even on. That means it's going to be here, though. When I turn it on, it's definitely going to be here, so that's a positive, I guess. But yeah, I would say this map is not as good as the original Mob of the Dead, but almost, It's still really good. It's still a really good map. Possibly the best launch map of BO4, but I also really like 9, so it's hard to say. I probably like 9 a little bit more in this map, because it's fully original. We'll have no fear, because your Pops is here. Nah, man, my Pop's asleep in the next room over right now. He's knocked out. It's like 3 in the morning where I am right now. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play out this whole game tonight. I'm going to have to pause and get some sleep at some point because I have to work tomorrow, but for now, give me that one quick whale. For now, I got plenty of time. Fortunately, I don't have to work till the afternoon, so I currently have plenty of time to just shoot zombies with the ray gun. But yeah, I do intend to keep this thing for a while because once I pack a punch, it'll get a damage buff, and I want to see how it does against the max health zombies. Given that I'm awake though. Yeah, but sometimes I get viewers in my stream who are from like Europe, and that's why they're up at this time. It's like noon for them when they're watching me, or sometimes Pop's not asleep anymore. Lol, I might have woken him up. Yeah, I hope not. But either way, sometimes I get viewers from Europe. Sometimes I get other people who work night shift like me watching. Stuff like that. So it's not always just other night owls. It's other people who reason to be up at night. But I do have to work earlier tomorrow afternoon than I usually do. I usually start at 5, and tomorrow I start at 2. So I do have to get some sleep here in a bit. I can't be up till like dawn like I usually like to be. You woke me up long ago, my son. Well, good. I'm glad my stream's keeping you awake. That's a good sign. It's a good sign of the entertainment value of the stream. But yeah, it's so much fun to come back to Black Ops 4, experience all these maps, basically for the first time, because even in the launch maps, I only played Black Ops 4 I only played all the maps combined a few dozen times in total. I probably only had about 20 or 30 games in Black Ops 4 total back when it came out, and now when I came back to it, I've already played it more than I ever did when it first came out, and it's so much fun to come back to. Instead of being annoyed by all of the problems, I'm just enjoying everything that's great about it. Because because my frame of reference has changed entirely. You know, my frame of reference coming into this game initially was Black Ops 3. I didn't get the shield. That's alright, that's alright. Okay, we can get Pack-a-Punch open, we can do that now. But yeah, my frame of reference coming in this game is Black Ops 3 zombies, which is like the best of all time. I think I need another. Yeah, I need another zombie. Black Ops 3 zombies was like the GOAT. Black Ops 2 and 3 are the best zombies ever made, in my opinion. They're like tied for best zombies. And, you know, coming from BO3 to Black Ops 4, which is, in my opinion, the worst of the 4 first Black Ops games in terms of zombies, it was just too much of a drop-off in quality for me. I couldn't enjoy it. I didn't see all the good things about it. All I saw was the things that annoyed me, and I just lost my shield. So every time I tried to play it, I just kept getting more and more annoyed until I didn't want to play it anymore. Yeah, I stopped playing my last zombies. Yeah, I stopped playing. My last zombies was best of all time Revelations, Black Ops 3. Yeah, Revelations is great. That map is underrated. That is a fun map. That is a really good time. People tend not to give that map its due because it's too easy and there's not a lot of original content on it, but to say that was a better end to the story than Tagged or Toten is the understatement of the century. I mean, the fact that they undid that ending to make the new canon ending a Call of the Dead remake where you play as the transit crew sounds like an actual joke. Like, it literally sounds like a joke, but it's somehow the actual end of the Ether story. So I do not acknowledge Tag as the end. I always think of Revelations as the end because it's what the end always should have been. It's all you know, pieces of all the best zombies maps thrown into one super map, which is what we were all asking for many years, and they gave it to us, and it was great. You know, here's a Thunder Gun back. Here's pieces of Bob of the Dead at Origins, like Prowler Eyes. Yeah, he's gonna fall over any minute now. I better back up. Okay. They could survive a crazy long time without their head in Black Ops 3, or Black Ops 4, I mean. But I gotta go get another shield here. My shield has broken, so I now need to go all the way over here, get another shield, come all the way back just to open Pack-a-Punch. It's little things like that make it not quite as good as Mob of the Dead. You know, just these little annoyances, like how I can't just use Afterlife. You know, you don't fly the bridge to the... You don't fly the plane to the Golden Gate Bridge anymore, and you can't open, you can't open Pack-a-Punch without... Oh man, Brutus. You can't open Pack-a-Punch without, like, using the shield. They had to go all over here and get a shield, run all the way back. Like, I'll just use it anywhere but here, whatever. It'll get me there faster. Yeah, dope. I'm like, it's worth it. It is a time saver. It's worth it. I don't want to run all the way back. Besides, all my viewers just left. I went from 3 viewers. Wait, what? I filled this all the way up. Where's my zombie? I'll get one more. It's being picky. For some reason. I sucked up 3 zombie souls already, but I'll... Wait a minute. Do I have to start over sucking up souls because I got a new shield? God damn it, man. This is the kind of little things that just annoy me about this game. I run into a lot of little annoyances like that in this game. You know, or just little things irritate me. Like, why couldn't they just save the souls I sucked up in the last shield when I get this one, you know? Now I gotta start sucking zombies again. I don't want to suck zombies. That sounds nasty. It's also boring. But yeah, Revelations was great. Revelations was a great end to Black Ops 3 Zombies, and if you stopped playing then, that was the right time to stop playing. that was the best point to get off the train, in my opinion. You know, I finally got off the train after Cold War, because, you know, Cold War wasn't great, and then it was too different, even more, you know, it took away the difficulty, which was the main thing that made me enjoy zombies in the first place, was the challenge of it, and the feeling that I could get better through playing, but that I also needed to get better because I wasn't that good. You know, in Cold War, you don't have to try, and you can just get to around 100 easily, like, yeah, if you're an experienced zombies player like I am, you know, there's no challenge anymore, and there's nothing engaging me in the mode. You know, for all the problems with Black Ops 4, it's hard, and that makes me engaged in the game mode, you know? The fact that I'm getting cornered right now. Shit like that, you know, I actually have to try in this game mode, makes it fun. As opposed to Black Ops Cold War, I could just be drunk and half asleep and get around to 100. I'm not going to waste my time doing that, you know? Not that I've necessarily accomplished anything by getting to a high round in the old zombies, but at least I feel like I have, you know? I don't even have the illusion of accomplishment in Cold War. But yeah, this ray gun's a pretty good time. I was lamenting the fact that I can't double tap it. That's another thing that's not great about Black Ops 4. There's no double tap, and there's no replacement for the other ability double tap had, which was your ray gun would fire faster, and you'd be able to pump shotguns and bolt snipers faster. You know, they replaced the aspect of double tap where you can do more damage by having both a health cap on the zombies and being able to double pack a punch, but they never found a way to replace the other feature of double tap, which was just as good in my opinion, the faster firing of the ray gun and any other gun that had a delay between shots. They should have just basically made that like a sixth perk you get, you know? Like the way you get Speed Cola for free when you get all 4 perks, they also should have given you that secondary ability of double tap for getting all 4 perks. But yeah, what is your favorite map of all time? Is it Revelations? Because it says I stopped playing was best of all time Revelations. So is that your favorite map of all time? Because that was a pretty cool map. I could see why it would be your favorite. The aesthetics of that map are awesome. My personal favorite of all time is still Origins, but you know I do see the flaws in it now more than I did when I was younger. You know, the map layout isn't great. The coloring outside the crazy place isn't great. You know, some of the stabs drop off very disappointingly when you hit higher rounds. Basically, every staff except the ice staff drops off by the time you get to round 50. So that sucks. But, you know, the wind staff works, but doesn't have the ammo to keep going past that round. So, you know, there's things like that where I don't love it as much as I once did, but I still appreciate it for being so groundbreaking and just such a good map, you know. I still like it a lot. It's still it's still great. It's probably my favorite of all time, Zombies map still. And then my third favorite is very hard to decide. My third favorite would probably be... I don't know, man. Mob and Origins are an easy one, too. And then after that, my list becomes much more unconventional. My third favorite of all time might be, like, Zetsubo no Shiba, maybe. I really love Zetsubo. Or, Call of the Dead was great. Love Call of the Dead. I like Die Rise a lot. I really love Die Rise, whereas a lot of people are Die Rise haters. So I guess that might round out my top... I guess I end up just coming up with my top 5 right there. Would be Call of the Dead, Zetsubo, and Die Rise, probably, which is a very strange 3, 4, and 5, but, you know. That's what's fun about zombies. Everybody has different opinions, and they're all valid. Unless you're Stanley. In which case, you just get the full hate train unleashed on you for daring to express an opinion. I'm about to break the shield. No, not again. I don't want to go all the way over there and get a shield again before I open Pack a Punch. Just open it now. Ugh. There we go. Thank God I remembered to do that. Alright. I am completely out of ammo with the ray gun. The blunderbuss is not one-hit killing them at this point. I need this Pack Punch badly. And we got a Brutus. That's alright. I have a sweeper. A sweeper is like an anti-Brutus device. See? You know what? I could give it another round. Right? I could give it another round. Oof. Should have brought in a carpenter, man. I wasn't thinking. I should have brought in something to replenish my shield, and I didn't think I had enough. That's alright. I'll run over here. I'll do the round over here, too, to go ahead and make it more interesting, so I don't have to run all the way back. I'll grab the shield, do the round here, and then head back to Pack-a-Punch to upgrade the ray gun at the end of this round. But, yeah, this is a fun combo, the ray gun and the Blundergat. are a good duo, and I think it'll be even better once it's the ray gun and the acid gat, or the magma gat, either way. It sounds like even more fun combo once they're both upgraded. And where the fuck did you come from? You guys see that? Looked like this zombie came out of thin damn air. Where the hell did you come from? Oh, nice. I completely forgot. I completely forgot I had that as a challenge, and I just completed it. My other challenge, hilariously enough, is get 150 kills with pack-a-punch weapons, which so far I have one, and it's Brutus. But yeah, if anyone's watching the stream right now, go ahead and let me know what's your favorite Zombies map of all time. Or alternatively, what's your favorite Black Ops 4 map? Another interesting question, since I haven't even played the majority of Black Ops 4 maps yet. A lot of people's favorite map is one I haven't even played yet, Ancient Evil. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to have a new great map to jump into. I've also cornered myself. I like to not open that door if I can. Although I'm going to have to for the magma gat, so I don't know why I'm waiting anyway. I forgot what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought when I got cornered. Oh yeah, Ancient Evil. I've also heard really good things about Dead of the Night. I've heard mixed things about Nuketown. I've heard mostly good things about Classified, and I have literally no interest whatsoever in Tag152. That's kind of, that's how my list stacks up in terms of what I'm excited about and what I'm not in the season pass. Really excited about the Chaos maps, more or less indifferent to the Ether maps, basically. That's how it's summarized by anticipation level going into the... Oh, shit! You caught me right there, man. You just caught me. Might as well go invisible, right? Because we can... Give me that... I don't need a nuke. What am I doing? I have a ray gun and double punks. And a carpenter. I love that Carpenter's refill your shield now, and end of the round. I love Carpenter's refill your shield now. It was one of the best changes they made overall going into Black Ops 4 Zombies. There's a Carpenter's refilling your shield. 10 out of 10 change. Wish they could have retroactively added it to other Zombies games, especially BO3. But I'm so glad they have it in this game. It takes Carpenters from being, useless to great. In one simple change. So, I used to never grab Carpenters on the high rounds. Now I always grab Carpenters on the high rounds, so... The change worked, It worked alright. I seem to have lost the one viewer who was interacting with me. That's alright. He probably had to go to bed. It is 3:30 in the morning almost. Maybe he was called away or he lost his internet connection. I might go back to my video I was listening to in a bit then. I'm in the mood to interact with someone, but not really in the mood to just talk to myself. Oh, I got my specialist back again. Oh! Yeah, I'm ready to upgrade this thing. It's not pulling its weight anymore, which, to be fair, you can't really expect any of the OG ray guns to do on round 27 without pack-a-punch, but still, better get that, better get out that shit. Oh, alright, I can do that. I can work with that. It's just waiting here for me. I love it. Ooh. I'm not gonna be able to reach that from here. I'm gonna circle back for it. Should probably grab those monkeys soon anyway. I just wish I had monkeys right there, and I could have them at any time. And also the Hell's Redeemer just ain't doing much at this point, so I'm gonna go grab those monkeys. Or the Hell's Retriever, I never got the Redeemer. People say it's not worth it in this map, and I'm like, I believe you. Especially when monkeys are so easy to get in this map. Yoink! That's one of the little annoyances about this map, is that the Hell's Retriever was much, much better at grabbing power-ups in Black Ops 2 in the Mob of the Dead version. It was so much better at doing that. Where it would scoop up the power-up for you. For some reason, it just... If it hits, are you still winning, son? I am. I am still winning, son. I'm about to upgrade the ray gun. We're about to hit round 30. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Speaking of, pack punch right here. Just throw it in right now. I'm also about to pick up a monkey bomb, which seems like a good idea since I was just talking about how... nice. I was just talking about how the Hell's Retriever isn't really doing much at this round, and, you know, I have a free monkey bomb just waiting for me from a side Easter egg, so I'm going to go grab that right now, because I feel like it would be much more useful than that in my pocket. I was also just noting the fact that it's so much more difficult to pick up drops with the Hell's Retriever in this one than it was in Black Ops 2. And look at that guy. He's just sitting there. Look at him. Yoink. Hey, the walnut's still there. I'm surprised you don't have to move the walnut as part of that Easter egg. Honestly, I would have, if I was the developer, I would have had that be the prerequisite to start the Easter egg, is that you move the walnut. I'm surprised that wasn't, but yeah, I'm still winning, so unfortunately. But yeah, if you're still in the chat, go ahead and let me know what's your favorite map in Black Ops 4. That's what I was going to ask anyone who was watching, but, you know, you dipped out for a second, so you missed that question. But yeah, if you're watching at the moment, what is your favorite map in Black Ops 4? I guess you said you basically stopped playing by the time you even got to BO4, so I don't know if you have a favorite, but... Do I want Winter's Wail, or... Yeah. This is fine. I'll keep Winter's Wail. That's a good idea. I have monkey bombs. I have Winter's Wail. I have upgraded ray gun, full shield, dying wish, and I'm about to get my sword back. So if I can't pull off this, little lockdown challenge to get the magma gat here, that's entirely on me. I have all the tools I need now and more. So yeah, if I F this up, that's just because I didn't do it right. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but it's Magma Gat time. This is definitely one of the best, probably the best addition to this map from the original Mob of the Dead is the Magma Gat. Such a cool weapon. Really good one weapon. And I love that they let you also get the Acid Gat. The fact you could choose which one you want is a great touch too. I love that about this map also. But anyway, like I said, if anyone's watching at the moment, go ahead and let me know your favorite Black Ops 4 Zombies map in the comments below. I am a curious person, because as I was saying earlier, I haven't even played most of them, so I don't have the Season Pass, I don't know. A lot of people's favorite map is a Season Pass map, so... Alright, the monkey's gonna do his thing. Wait, a zombie's hitting me while there's a monkey? What the fuck? You guys saw that, right? Zombie was hitting me during a monkey. Hello? Okay. I meant to get the sword out and I pulled the shield out instead because I pressed... I don't know how I got the shield out there. That was weird. I pressed L2, R2 and somehow got the shield out. Get water. Oh, okay. I already did the Magma Cat thing. I'm already done. Nice. I'll go get it at the end of the round then. I'll finish the round and go scoop that gun. Okay, here. Let me... What'd I get? Oh, beautiful. Let me try this again. Because for some reason, they were basically ignoring the monkey and hitting me. And if that's something that happens when you get a certain distance away in Black Ops 4, I'd rather find that out now than the hard way. Oh, shit, it is. Okay. That kind of sucks. Unless it blew up there. It might have blown up. I don't know. I like that the monkey seems like a better distraction device in the other games, but they do let you get it for free in this one, so I can't complain too much. You do throw it faster in the other games, that's for sure. You take a long time to throw it in this one. That was like something they did to balance it. I don't... Alright. Yeah, I don't have another gun at the moment. It is in the fireplace. Die. I didn't have to use an in plain sight at all. I could have just gotten the sword out. That's alright. Try to, it is around 28. I guess they're taking a little longer at this point. Try to go close to the end of the round here if I can. With the sword. Oh, that should be almost it, right? Yeah, alright. I think he's last, actually. Uh-oh. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me, buddy. Yoink. Oh. Oh, okay, I forgot I had to deposit the essence first. Unnecessary extra step, but sure. Oh good, he's stuck. He's stuck, that actually works out better for me. Wait, I missed the barrel. Run. This is one of those steps that I always, glad to have stamina up for. I use stamina up in basically every game I play in BO4 Zombies, and it's one of those cases where it's so nice to always have stamina up. This gives me so much peace of mind in doing this, knowing that it can be done without stamina up, and I have stamina up, so it's like, it gives me a lot of room for error, essentially. Also, I feel like I run through this pole. Anyone else feel like you run through that pole instead of around it? I feel like I just clip right through it. Dude, the fact they have zombie arms hitting you in the catwalk is just cruelty. On top of the insanity of the catwalk already, they did not need that detail. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open this door now. That's alright. It was gonna happen eventually. It's worth it for the magma gat. It's worth it for the gat. I got 2 upgraded wonder weapons. We're well on our way to completing that this contract here, and that's great because it is double liquid divinium weekend. Oh wait, excuse me, Nebulium plasma. It's double Nebulium plasma weekend. So there's old Broody boy. He goes down in one shot from this big thing. Weirdly, not if you hit him, right? That's so bizarre. Like if I shoot Brutus directly with it, it doesn't kill him. When it feels like it definitely should, right? The lava pit is on him. Like, it's on him, and it doesn't kill him. But, if I were to shoot it on the floor and just have him run through it, 1 hit every time. But, see? It just takes a second. It just takes a second. He dies every time for, so many strange choices made in this game. So many. They just add up, you know? Just so many weird, quirky little decisions like that they made in this game that I don't understand. But I'm able to overlook all those now. I don't mind a lot of them at this point because I'm just glad to have new Zombies maps to play, given that I realized we're never getting maps like this again. After the Liberty Balls reveal, I said, you know what? That's it. We're never getting maps this good again. I need to give BO4 another shot. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, you have never played a BO4 Zombies map. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I know, because you said you basically stopped at Revelations. I mean, again, that was the best time to stop. It was. Like, you got off the train at the right time. Revelations was a much, much better ending than Tagged or Toten, to the point where when you literally describe the map, Tagged or Toten, it sounds like a literal joke. It literally sounds like a joke. It's the end of the entire Aether story, the 10-year Aether story. What's the grand finale that they've done instead of Revelations, which was the perfect grand finale? It's a remake of Call of the Dead, where you play as the transit crew and there's no George Romero. Like, that's a joke. How is that a map? That's not a map, that's a punchline. I don't understand how that's a real map. So, I have no interest in ever playing that map at all, but all the other Season Pass maps in BO4 I do want to check out eventually. Because the BO4, I feel like there's a lot of goodness I missed out on in this game. I think that's end round. I didn't have to shoot 2 of those. That's alright. It's a good time. I got plenty of ammo. Round 30, here we go. But yeah, BO3 was the best. BO3 and BO2 Zombies are goated. And then Black Ops 4 is good enough. That's all I'll label it. Black Ops 4 Zombies is good enough to be worth playing. Even though it's not, great. It's not the best. but it's good enough to be worth playing for sure. That's my review. 8 out of 10, good enough. You know, I was talking to my friend Jonathan at work about it because he's also a BO4 Zombies fan. He was a BO4 Zombies fan long before I was. And I'm like, you know what? You were right. It's better than I thought it was. I never gave it enough of a chance. But basically, I was saying, you know, which he agreed with the reason people reacted so poorly to Black Ops 4 Zombies is because it was like an 8 out of 10 or a 7.5 out of 10. You know, maybe a 7 on a bad day. Like BO4 Zombies is like a 7 to an 8 out of 10, depending on the map and the things that are annoying you at the moment. But it was coming off a streak of like A plus S tier hits, you know. Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 were back-to-back like 9.5 or 10 out of 10 Zombies games. They were just on this perfect streak of having like A plus double S tier level Zombies games. And then, you know, the way I put it is like when an A plus student brings home a B minus, everybody's like, what the fuck happened? You know, a B minus or a C, everyone's like, what the fuck happened there? You know, when it's fine, it's a fine grade, it's a perfectly acceptable grade for most students. But if you're if you're an A plus student, you're expected to get at least an A. You know, if you get anything that's not an A, people are like, what happened here? Especially if it's a B minus or a C plus, like BO4, that is, or even just a flat C, that is like, ugh. You know, I can see why people didn't receive this game well when it came out. Oh, here, let me actually turn the audio down a little here, now that I'm talking over the mic. But yeah, I can see why this game was not received well when it came out, because it was coming off of a streak of just straight 9.5 and 10 out of 10s, and it's not quite at that level. And because Treyarch is an A-plus student, people are always expecting A-plus work out of them. You know? But again, I will take this B-minus over the D-plus level zombies we're getting now every day of the week. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely. I'll take this B-minus zombies over the shit we're getting now. You know? I'm not even buying Black Ops 6, man. There's no reason for me to get that game. I have no intention of getting that game, but you know, maybe if there's some incredible DLC maps where they turn up the difficulty to 11, I might buy it eventually on sale, but in general, I just have, like, no interest at all in BO6 Zombies. They just have ruined everything that was good about the game mode, in my opinion. They've removed all the fun, all the passion, all the creativity, all the challenge out of the mode, and it's just Modern Zombies, just stale, cookie cutter, asset flip, for the most part, which is depressing. It's a depressing state for Modern Zombies to be in, but I'm so glad I have Black Ops 4 to love, you know? I have so much Black Ops 4 I never played. I have 381 Nebulian Plasma right now, and I'm about to cross 400 Nebulian Plasma, because it's double Nebulian Plasma weekend, and for some reason, for some reason, they also were kind enough to allow double Nebulian Plasma weekends to affect your contracts. So if you have a contract for 45 Nebulian Plasma, if you complete it, like I just did there, I just got 90. Basically 100 Nebulian Plasma at once, which is this game's version of Liquid Divinium. If you're not Black Ops 4 literate, that's Liquid... I can make an ass again if I feel like it. But it's basically, oh no, this game's version of Liquid Divinium is Nebulian Plasma. And I just got so much of it completing a contract because it's this double Liquid Divinium right now, and they have contracts you can earn it, and it gives you double. So I love that. You know, for reference, 90 Nebulian Plasma is the same as getting 3 or 4 Liquid Divinium, I want to say. Like, I want to say about 3 Liquid Divinium at once, you know, just for completing one contract, which is pretty dope. And I've already gotten so much more of this game. You know, I've got 381 right now, which is pretty crazy. That's the equivalent of, like, Oh man, I don't even know. Let's see. Like over a dozen liquid divinium. I'm not quite sure. I'm not good at mental math when I'm hungry. I'm hungry right now, and I'm also distracted by zombies. Let's see. Let's just divide it by 10. We got 382. Divide that by 10. 38.2. Divide that by 3. Um, yeah. So just a little over a dozen. Right about. I was actually my guesstimate was incredibly accurate, given it was a complete guesstimate. It's right about a dozen. It's right about a dozen liquid divinium, 13 liquid divinium I've earned. So far in this game, I'm around 32. I'm around 32 and I have the equivalent of uh, over a dozen liquid divinium already from this game. So that's, love it. I'm one of those players who never ever buys, I never ever buy. I'm actually getting really hungry here. I'm gonna have to go get myself some food soon, but I never ever buy any in-game purchase stuff ever. I've never bought a single loot crate or a single supply drop, a single liquid divinium. I just never ever. I refuse to engage with those ridiculous systems. So every gumball and elixir I earn or I have is one that I earn, and the system is much more fun that way. It really is. I really like the Black Ops 3 Gobblegum system as it was designed, not as it was implemented. Meaning, the Black Ops 3 gumball system with no ability to purchase liquid divinium and no dashboarding, love it. Like that's how I don't think I've ever dashboarded in my life. Even when I used like multiple mega gumballs in one round, I didn't want to lose them. Like that just, I just don't, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but that's not fun for me. Like what's fun about using them is their rarity. You know what I mean? That's what's fun about using the Mega Gumballs for me. It's like, oh, I only have 6 of these. I got to be careful how many I use. You know, if I have infinite, you know, the only time I can remember ever dashboard, it's just not for me. I've certainly never bought anything. So I always engaged with the Black Ops 3 Liquid Divinium system as it was intended to be engaged with, and I thought it was great. I loved it. I think, you know, aside from like power vacuum and stuff, they completely and utterly could have just used a dying wish there, I guess, instead of an in plain sight, but that's alright. If I throw a monkey, bro, I am stuck. But basically, shoot some fire where the monkey went. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, that monkey blew up. I don't think the monkey even lasts as long as it used to, man. The BO4 monkeys really don't seem at that same level as previous monkey bombs. Which is weird, in the same game we have a homunculus, which is like the best secondary grenade they've ever had in the box. It's weird that the monkeys seem like they've got nerfed at the same time they added like the best I'm getting too hungry. I'm having trouble thinking what I'm trying to say at this point. But basically, ever since they added the homunculus, which is the best secondary grenade I think they've ever had, it's so strange that they also like nerfed the ray gun at the same time. Oh wow, I got 3 drops at once. Look at that. Fascinating. You know what? I'll do it. Even though it's going to end the round, I'm going to go get a new shield and have an insta-kill to help me get there. Although for right now, I'm going to pause for just a second because I want to go heat up the oven so I can make some fish sticks because I am starving. Alright, the oven is preheating. I should be able to get some food soon enough. We'll head back to where the training area was here. We'll grab our new shield. And we're good to go. Might as well start this round out with a trap. This is definitely one of the best traps in the history of zombies. Maybe the best trap. It works like a monkey bomb, and it's so effective. It lasts a long time, and it works like a monkey bomb. It's crazy this trap isn't more expensive. It should be like twice as much as it costs, in my opinion. It's so good. Oh my god. Gotta pay attention when it gets disabled, though. Ooh, we're about to get the health cap. I'll see how the ray gun does at health cap when it's upgraded. It seems like it's still... Jesus. Fuck it. Ah. Seems like it's still doing alright, you know? Still doing well, and we're pretty close to health cap here, I believe, so... Hopefully... Hopefully... It'll still be great. See, we can already use it again. It has an incredibly quick recharge time. It costs 1,000 points a pull, and it just plays the round for you, man. It's the best trap ever in zombies. It's crazy good. The trap is like more effective than the wonder weapons on this map. Then again, so is the Helion Salvo to a certain extent. A lot of strange choices made in Black Ops 4, but that's alright. I like it anyway. A lot of fun choices made too. A lot of very, very cool things, very passionate ideas, very awesome additions and implementations. All the new specialist weapons we have. I love a lot of the stuff about this game. I do. It just took me a while to see how good it was. It really took me seeing how bad it could get to appreciate how good it was. Joby says, "What's up? I'm blind. We'll map you're playing and what round are you? We'll map you're playing and what round are you on? And which character are you? Used to play Black Ops part a lot, Master Prestige on zombies." Oh wow! So you didn't used to be blind? Like you went blind at some point in your life, but you were wow. Okay, well I'm around 33 right now in Blood of the Dead. I'm about to get to around 34. You can probably hear I have the ray gun. But yeah, so now I'm around 34 in Blood of the Dead in Black Ops 4, and I'm having a great time. I never used to like Black Ops 4 when it first came out, but I'm having a great time going back to it as a game to return to years later. It's a very fun game to come back to, especially, again, given the state of current zombies, which I don't enjoy very much. I do like going back to these old games. But yeah, right now I'm around 34. And I'm having a good time. Oh. Uh-oh. I say that as I get stuck. I got out of it. I pulled up my specialist weapon and I got out of it. Yeah, and in Black Ops 4 you just start with a specialist weapon, so it's one of the many changes they made to this game. But yeah, how did you go blind? I'm curious what happened there. Unless you don't feel comfortable talking about that, that's fine. You know. Don't be deprived if you're uncomfortable. I'm just curious if you used to be sighted and now you're not. You know. Oh, nice. We can just keep throwing monkeys. I got a max ammo. But yeah, I really do like Black Ops 4 Zombies. I never got to Master Prestige in Black Ops 3. I think I ended up prestiging like 7 or 8 times or something like that, and then I just didn't want to prestige again. I was just happy with where I was, you know. I didn't want to re-unlock everything again. I didn't feel the need to hit Master Prestige. But yeah, Black Ops 3 is great. That's still the best zombies game in my opinion. Black Ops 4 is really good. I'm basically just playing this because you know I've played so much Black Ops 3 in my life that you got to mix it up sometimes. You got to have some variety. And you know, finally after all these years, I got bored of existing zombies content. It took that long. You know, there were so many maps and there was so much variety between them. stretching from World at War all the way through the end of BO3 that literally kept me satiated through 2024. Like I find like the last map was 8 years ago. The last map that I engaged with a lot, Revelations Data BO3 was 8 years ago. Their BO3 was so good. I was working at FedEx in a box, hit my eye, and did a lot of damage to both eyes somehow. Wow, this happened at 20. That's crazy. That's weird as hell. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. That's bizarre. That's really interesting. Just that, wow. But yeah, again, it makes me grateful to still have my sight. And I always do mention this to if I find any blind people, and find blind people in the wild. But they do have new technology that's very expensive and elite and hard to get your hands on, whatever. But it's essentially like cybernetic eyes, where they can restore sight in blind people depending on your type of blindness. What made you go blind. It is possible to restore your sight in certain cases. I don't know about your case because I don't know the details, but I do know that there are some cases where people were entirely blind, lost their sight, had their eyes replaced with essentially like bionic eyes, like cybernetic eyes, and were able to get their sight back and even see better than they did before because they have these like 8K cameras as eyes now, which is just crazy to me. Like, what reality are we living in, man? We're living in a time where it's possible for people to restore their sight with freaking technology, like cybernetic implants, like some cyberpunk shit. But I always do want to mention that to blind people, if you want to get your sight back or try to get your sight back, it's something to work toward. Like, the technology does exist now for certain types of blindness. If you want to try to save up some money or talk to, doctors or people, someone who knows more about it, you could Google it on your own, look into it on your own, of course. Do your own research. Don't just go to some back alley quack and have them cut your eyes out. But make sure it's legitimate. Do your own research. But I always like to mention that because, I've always thought, if I went blind, it would be a big, hindrance to my enjoyment of my life. I'm getting stuck. I barely made it out of there. The only reason I made it out of there where I was getting stuck was because of a perk I have that slows down the zombies. But my sight would, I think, be my, the sense I would be most distraught in losing in my personal frame of reference. So it's always kind of given me a little peace of mind in a few years since I found out that was a possible technology to be able to restore entirely blind people's sight through surgery and cybernetic eyes. It's always given me a little bit of peace of mind if I do somehow eventually go entirely blind somehow through an accident or degenerative disorder or whatever, that there is still a hypothetical way, even if it's expensive and doesn't work for everybody, it gives me a little peace of mind that there's a hypothetical way to restore my vision someday. So I always want to mention that to, if other people are thinking there's nothing they could do, there is actually possibly something. I don't want to give you too much hope because I don't know, again, much about how technology works. Uh-oh, I'm getting stuck here. I don't know too much of the details of how technology works, and I don't know what types of blindness it works for. There are types of blindness that doesn't work for, so I don't want to make you think, it's a done deal, but it is possible when it wasn't before. There's even advancements in drugs to treat dementia. I know it seems unrelated, but dementia is another thing that just seems like irreversible once it happens, and it's so tragic that it happens and whatnot. But there's actually, drugs they're testing that, like, not only can stop, but actually reverse the effects of dementia, which, again, of course, no one ever thought was possible. They could reverse somebody's degeneration from dementia and, like, they get their memories back and they get their personality back and stuff. It's crazy. Just crazy times we're living in, man. Medical advancements is one of the absolute best things about the modern world. Just stuff like that, restoring people's sight, restoring people's limbs through cybernetic limbs and stuff, restoring people's memories, like, possibly the best thing that's come out of all society is the medical advancements in those fields. You know, being able to restore people's lost senses. You know, people lose their hearing and they get it back. People lose their sight, and it's even possible to get that back now in certain cases. Like, it's just crazy to me. It's such cool, so cool to be alive in these times where, all this stuff is possible and more is becoming possible all the time. Not exactly affordably in America, but it's still hypothetically possible if you're a millionaire to have decent medical care. But just again, the fact that this stuff is even doable at all is so cool to me. I love that society's advanced to that point. That's cooler than that, and the fact that we don't just barbaristically kill each other all the time are probably the two best advancements in society. He said, yeah, Joe says, yeah, I heard that they've done the first eyeball transplant and they're still seeing the recovery, how it goes, and I've told my doctors, but so far both my eyes are effed. Darn, yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that. That is tragic, but I'm glad you did mention it to your doctors. And again, eye transplants, that's another one that now is becoming medically possible with modern medical knowledge, where you could take, eyes, from a deceased person, in an organ transplant type deal, and surgically implant them into the eyes of, into the head of someone who's lost their vision. Is so cool. Because that's another way that you can, as well as getting like a fake eye that essentially, is like a camera that, probably not even be as expensive and more accessible if you're able to get an eye transplant of just someone else's real eyes, That sounds more feasible, both, financially speaking and more likely, to be possible. But I would say, do definitely enjoy your life the way it is. You seem pretty accepting of the situation, and that's really good. Oh, there's two Brutuses on me. I gotta run. Two Brutuses are kicking my ass. I'm around 36 now, by the way. Just a update. We're at 36, approaching 37. I haven't downed yet, but I did barely get saved from downing once by a perk I have that intervenes and saves me from being down. So I technically would have one down by now if I didn't have that perk. Ooh, got another max ammo. And another Brutus. Throw some monkeys here. But, I'm glad you enjoy your life the way it is, or you seem to be accepting the situation. Just in terms of if you do really want your sight back, if it makes, a huge difference to you and your quality of life, you don't have to never give up hope. Man, I can't get to this stupid max ammo. Oh my god, that was terrible. I got quartered and I missed the max ammo because I couldn't get out of the zombie horde. That sucks. That's alright, I got plenty of ammo. And there's dog rounds in this map, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, if you really want to restore your sight someday, and that's a dream you have, never give up hope. There are multiple different avenues to doing that with modern medical technology, and it'll probably take, years, but it certainly could happen someday. And I'd say if you keep striving towards that as a goal in life, I'd say it's more likely than not to happen eventually at this point with technological and medical advancements the way they are. Being able, as technology continues to advance, they'll find ways to restore more lost types of vision, and they'll find, it'll become more accessible and more affordable and whatnot, more readily available. It'll take years, maybe even decades, but it will become more and more easy to get to, widespread, and just cover a wider variety of types of blindness. So that's awesome. I love stuff like that. The fact that we have these advancements is one of the coolest aspects of modern society. But yeah, Black Ops 3 Zombies is my favorite zombies of all time. I'm just having a lot of fun playing Black Ops 4 now because I finally got bored of Black Ops 3 after 8 years. It did take like 8 years that BO3 was so good. Because Revelations came out in 2016, and I finally got bored of it, all the zombies maps I have to play in 2024. I have all of World at War through BO3 to play, and there's so much variety, and there's so much um, creativity and so much enjoyment to be had from those maps, and there's so much, like I said, just variety between them in terms of difficulty and gameplay style and everything else aesthetically that I just didn't feel the need to play anything else. Like, anytime I felt the urge to play zombies, there was always a map somewhere to scratch that itch, you know? And I finally got bored of all the maps I had access to 8 years later in 2024 and decided I would give Black Ops 4 another chance. Have you ever played Black Ops 4 Zombies at all before you lost your sight? Or did you lose your sight before BO4 came out? Because I wouldn't say, you're missing a ton in that department. It's not as good as Black Ops 1 through 3 Zombies. It's just better than anything that's come out since. That's the best way to explain Black Ops 4 if you haven't played it yourself, is that it's not as good as the good old Black Ops 1 through 3 days, but it is better than any Zombies that has released after Black Ops 4. From Treyarch or otherwise, so that's what eventually brought me back to it, as I finally had the desire for new content, and I see that we're not getting new content. Oh, I forgot to pull out my specialist weapon. That's how I could have gotten out of that. So I could have gotten out of that bind earlier to get that max ammo. It sucks because I finished Tiger Toad and Alpha Omega and Dead of the Night, which is one of the hardest ones, and I have like 3 or 4 perkaholics. Oh wow! Your perkaholics are just sitting there. They're just waiting for your sight to be restored someday. But yeah, no, I've heard those Easter eggs are tough. Like, I haven't personally played those myself. I don't have the season pass for Black Ops 4, since I didn't really enjoy BO4 Zombies when it came out as much. I've only recently gotten into it. I'm planning on getting the season pass soon, but I don't have it right now. And I've heard mostly good things about the DLC maps in this game. But yeah, I've heard those Easter eggs are tough, especially Blood of the Dead's one of the hardest ones. In general, I know BO4 has a lot of really hard main quest Easter eggs. So I am impressed that you managed to finish those. I haven't tried any solo main Easter eggs yet in Black Ops 4. I've basically just been going for high rounds, because I prefer high rounds to Easter eggs, but I am enjoying Black Ops 4 enough that I will try some of the main quest Easter eggs eventually solo. Back when Black Ops 3 was coming out, I did do every main Easter egg quest solo up until Gorod Krovi, where I just hit a wall. I just could not beat that one solo, man. I'm sure if I went back to it now and used some Ultra Mega Gumballs, I could do it, but back then I was trying to do it without Ultra Mega Gumballs and without any other players. I just couldn't, man. I was able to do Shadows of Evil, Drak, Zetsubo, all multiple times, by myself, and then I got to Gorod Krovi and just, nope. It was just too fucking hard, too frustrating, too long, and there was a live stream from back in the day in 2016 of me just yelling at the game, like three and a half hours into the stream. I was on the Mangler step of the Gorod Krovi Easter egg, and I was just like, I had lost my entire temper at that point. I was just yelling at the Mangler, because I would get closer to the destination I was supposed to bring him to, and he would turn around and start running the other way, and I was just, no! Here! Like, it's probably the only time I've just lost my shit on stream. I'm just yelling at the game. Like, I've never tried the Easter egg again since that. I got too frustrated and too furious, and just never even tried it again. Ooh, man, this ray gun ain't doing what it used to do, man. Around 37 at this point, and my upgraded ray gun is starting to feel the rounds at this point. I believe Black Ops 3 Zombies, or Black Ops 4 Zombies, have a health cap at either round 35 or round 40. So the ray gun should basically be, doing about as much damage as it's going to do for the rest of the game now. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be a ton of damage. There's no double tap in Black Ops 4, so that also makes it less good than it used to be in terms of damage output per second. So I don't know if I'll be keeping it much longer here. I basically just wanted to see how I was going to do against the zombies once they reach the health cap, and it's not doing very well. I just shot a zombie 4 or 5 times point blank with it, and he's still coming at me. There's one zombie left here. I'll see how many shots it takes to kill from full health. But this is the upgraded ray gun, so this is as good as it's getting. Okay, that one took 2, so I have no idea. The very inconsistent damage right now the ray gun's doing. But yeah, it is the first time I've ever had the ray gun in Black Ops 4. I didn't even think it was in the game. I've played this map, Blood of the Dead, so many times now, and I've never gotten it from the box. I've even gotten the ray gun Mark II from the box once in this map. I've never gotten the ray gun. I didn't think it was in the. I was so shocked when I got it. I was convinced it wasn't in this map. The only gameplay I've ever seen of the ray gun in BO3 was in Classified, so I literally did not think it was in this map. I was like, I was flabbergasted when I got out of the box. I was like, wow. I can't believe it's here, and I can't believe I haven't gotten it this whole time. But I'm glad to have it now. It's fun to use, and I like being able to test different rounds of zombies and stuff. And it is great having these new, alternative maps to play now that I already, finally got bored of Black Ops 1 through 3 zombies. It's great to have something else to play to engage myself with, Ooh, another max ammo, beautiful. I was hoping for one of those pretty soon. Since I missed the other one. Uh-oh. Zombie ran weird, almost died. But yeah, I'm around 38 right now. I'm just training around in Blood of the Dead. Basically near the starting room. I'm basically training a big circle right outside the starting room. I'm just kind of mixing up my path a lot, moment to moment. I like to mix up my training paths as opposed to just running the exact same circle over and over again, the exact same route. I like to keep zombies high rounds interesting for myself by killing the zombies with different weapons, training in different areas, just different stuff like that to avoid the monotony of just doing the same thing over and over again. That can make high rounds boring, and I like to keep them fun by just finding alternate ways to kill the zombies, alternate weapons, different places I could kill them, Keeps me on my toes and keeps the mode entertaining into the high rounds when it could be very stale otherwise by the time you get to the high rounds. Man, congratulations for completing all those Easter eggs of Black Ops 4, because I haven't tried yet, but I've heard Black Ops 4 Easter eggs are tough. And they are complicated, so especially solo. They weren't even really, they're clearly. Oh, there's a moth. I missed him. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get. He's flying away. He's flying for his life now. In a little while, baby. My dog's coming up to me. In a little while. I never got to play Warzone because I was playing Blackout. I never got to play Cold War because my vision was gone by then. Only seemed a little clips of Warzone. I will say, for me personally, Warzone was not nearly as good as Blackout. Blackout is the only battle royale game mode I've ever, So similarly to Modern Zombies, I will say in terms of losing your sight, you were, in my opinion, you weren't missing that much with Warzone. I think Warzone was very overrated. It wasn't really. I tried it multiple times with friends, by myself. I just couldn't get into it. I just didn't like the mechanics of it all. Blackout, on the other hand, I put 10 days of playtime into Blackout. I won like a dozen solo games. I played Blackout. Blackout was the only Battle Royale game mode I've ever gotten into. I've played Fortnite, I've played Apex Legends, I've played Warzone, and just none of them hooked me. None of them grabbed me and made me want to keep playing the way Blackout did. And still does to this day. Blackout is still populated on weekends, fortunately, even though Warzone is out and has been for a long time. Blackout, it's hard to find games during the week, but you can find Blackout lobbies in solo that still have 60, 70 people on the weekends, and it's really fun to play. It's really fun to go back to and get that nostalgia hit, of good old Blackout days, because it was the only Battle Royale I ever got into, and it is so much fun. The mechanics of that game are so good. I really think they should have just continued to iterate on and update Blackout as opposed to remaking it into Warzone. Warzone isn't nearly as engaging for me as Blackout, you know. Because in Blackout, you know, you're constantly refining your loadout, and even if you're not seeing and killing people at the moment, you're choosing what perks you want, what weapons you want, what attachments you want, and what guns. You know, do I want to use this perk now? What am I going to keep in my inventory? You know, do I want this equipment or that equipment? You're constantly making decisions and stuff that uh, keep you engaged. Whereas the entire framework of Warzone, the whole progression path is find money in the map, buy or create a class that's pre-made before you load into the game, camp with your pre-made class. That's it. That's the entire meta of Warzone. I'm busy, Otis. No, I'm busy. That's the entire meta of Warzone, is just find money around the map, use that money to buy kill streaks and or mostly just your creative class that you made before you went into the game, get that class and just camp somewhere. And it just wasn't fun. It wasn't an engaging gameplay loop for me at all. It was an incredibly boring gameplay loop. And also, it didn't look nearly as good as Blackout. Blackout looks so good, both visually and aesthetically. Blackout looks amazing. Like, Warzone just looks like mud. Warzone just... the graphics are just so gross in a way that's hard to describe, but they just don't... It doesn't look good. The colors are all brown and just, like, desaturated, and it just doesn't look good. It's hard to even... everything looks the same. You know, in Blackout, each distinct location looks and feels different. In Warzone, the entire fucking map feels more or less the same, you know? Like, oh look, another apartment building, yippee! Blackout, or Warzone really was not my cup of tea. I could not get into Warzone, but played a ton of Blackout, still go back and play it sometimes to this day. I was even just playing it this weekend. Haven't won a game in a very long time, but I still go back to play solo games sometimes in the hope of eventually winning another one. Because that was good. That was a really good game mode. Like I said, they should have stuck with that and kept updating that instead of just remaking it into a worse version of itself with Warzone. But yeah, like I was saying, you also weren't missing too much with Cold War Zombies. Oh, almost got caught there. You also weren't missing too much with Cold War Zombies because it was much, much, much easier than traditional zombies. I would go as far as to say if you had somebody watching you play and telling you what's going on, you could probably play it blind. And I mean that. Like, you could... Like, if you had someone directing you what to do, you could play that game blind. Like, it is... You might even want to try that, to be entirely honest, to get somebody to, like, coach you through what's going on and see if what round you can get to blind in Cold War. It is that easy. Like, it is a boringly easy game for a sighted person to the point that I, have barely played it. Like, I played it a few times and, I got to round 45 once and I'm like, I feel like I've accomplished nothing. This was so easy. I'm not even trying. I'm not even using most of the things at my disposal. At least I got to play Battlefield 5 and its Battle Royale was fun. Yeah, I've honestly never been that into Battlefield, but I heard really good things about the Battle Royale they had in Battlefield 5. I remember that was a game that was controversial when it came out, but aged pretty well. Black Ops or Battlefield 5 in general. And yeah, I heard they had a really fun Battle Royale mode too. I haven't played it because I'm not as much of a Battlefield guy. The most recent Battlefield game I own is Battlefield 1, because that was the last really incredible one. And since then, I just haven't been inspired to buy a Battlefield game. But yeah, it's good to hear they had a good Battle Royale mode. I'm glad to hear it. More games need good Battle Royale modes, because Blackout's the only one I've ever been able to get into. But yeah, Cold War Zombies, like I said, I also could not get into Cold War Zombies because it was just too boringly easy. You could buy kill streaks, right? You can literally buy a chopper gunner, and as soon as you get surrounded, press the button, instead of die, you become a chopper gunner and just wipe out the horde. Like, you could buy infinite self-revives. There's no limit to how many quick revives you could buy. You can start with any gun. You could start with an assault rifle, an LMG, a shotgun, any gun in the game you could start with. the zombies have a health cap, so they don't even increase health beyond a certain point. I'm trying to think of every other way. That game is stupidly easy. You know, I never even bothered getting the Wonder Weapon on any map in that game because it's so easy. The ray gun is far and away the best version of the ray gun they've ever had in zombies in terms of damage and stuff in that game. It's basically good forever because of the combination of the high damage, multiple pack-a-punch, and the health cap of zombies, like how BO4 has a health cap, Cold War does too. And that the ray gun is just good forever in Cold War. It's just good forever with that combination. Um, but yeah, you know, if you do ever want to try and see if you could play zombies blind, as long as you have a friend directing you how to play, Cold War might be doable. Oh, another thing, you have armor and you have a ton of health. And two other things I forgot to mention. You are a 5-hit down when you spawn. You already spawn with Juggernaut, but you can also buy Juggernaut, which makes you like an 8 or 9-hit down, and they have armor. You can also have armor on top of your 9-hit down with Juggernaut. And the zombies don't hit really fast like Black Ops 3. They're more like Black Ops 2 zombies. So, and there's very few mini bosses to deal with at all. Like, you have one large mini boss every few rounds. Other than that, it's just straight zombies. So Cold War was so easy that I'm not even making a joke when I say you might be able to play it blind as long as you have someone directing you. You actually might be able to get to like round 20 or 30 completely blind. If you have someone telling you, you know, there's a zombie in front of you, turn to the left, shoot, all right, buy, you know, you're at the armor station, buy armor, or oh, you know, scroll 2 to the left and hit X to buy the chopper gunner, you know, and you know, it might be possible. I don't know. I've never tried to play a video game while being coached blind before, I don't think, but I would be willing to try with Cold War Zombies. It is that hilariously easy. Even the map, the launch map, a large part of the launch map is Nacht der Untoten from World at War. So the middle of the map is Nacht, and then there's just some like very large open areas built around Nacht. That's another thing about Cold War. There's extremely large open areas to train everywhere. You have so much space to move around. You have so much space to dodge zombies and stuff. Like, you know, like camping is viable, training is viable. Just such an easy game mode that I couldn't get into it myself personally because I just found it too boringly easy after having played so much Black Ops 3 and these other game modes that do genuinely challenge me. I just couldn't get into something that I felt like I wasn't accomplishing anything by getting a high round on because, you know, even if I took the time to get to round 100, I wouldn't really feel like I accomplished anything because it was easier than getting to round 50 it's easier to get to round 100 in Cold War than it was to get to round 50 in any other zombies map. Or any other zombies game, I should say. So, you know, it was easier to get to, like I said, 100 than it was to get to even 50 in any other game. So, Cold War is just a very different game. And they did change a lot about the mechanics I didn't like, too. They have weapon rarities in zombies now for some reason, where your gun is, like, you know, purple rarity or blue rarity or whatever, and it affects the damage it does, which is so stupid. That doesn't belong in zombies at all. Neither does armor, in my opinion, but, you know, it is what it is. I have all these maps to play, you know, but it might be doable, to be honest. I feel like I even as a sighted person, now that I just came up with that, I want to try having someone coach me through playing Cold War blind and see how I do, because it's that stupid. Again, especially if you were Master Prestige in Black Ops 3, like, you understand zombies, you know what I mean? You've done all these solo Easter eggs back in the day in BO4, and you understand enough zombies, so you Master Prestige Black Ops 3, and you know, did all these Easter eggs and stuff. Like, you might be able to draw on some of those dormant skills, you know, and bring them back if someone's telling you what's going on, because man, that game is mind-numbingly easy if you could literally see what's going on. I never cared about Vanguard, but I kind of wish I could see zombies in Black Ops 6. Yeah, no, I'm sure it's not at all the same, you know, playing it if you can't see, even if someone's telling you what's going on, I'm sure it's not at all going to be the same as if you could play it. yourself, or just be able to see what's going on. But I figured if it's better than nothing if you miss zombies a lot, you might be worth trying to play if you have a close friend or family member that could coach you through what's going on that also knows what zombies, they might be able to help you through it. But just it wouldn't be the same as playing zombies or being able to see, but it would still be more than nothing. And again, unfortunately, in my opinion, in terms of Black Ops 6 zombies, you're also not missing a lot. I don't know how much consolation that is, but it's not like I'm over here being like, like imagine if you went blind right before Black Ops 3, right? And everyone's like, yo, this is the craziest zombies ever. This game looks incredible. Oh, almost died. That was close. I'm around 41 now, by the way. I'm doing all right. But yeah, imagine you went blind right before BO3 came out, and everyone's like, this is the best zombies ever, it looks incredible, it plays so well, these maps are amazing, and you were just missing all of that. Like, it's not at all like the Black Ops 6. The reception so far to the marketing has been very poor, and the Black Ops 6 zombies look so bad, to me, personally, what I enjoy about zombies, that oh, I just almost went down there. The only reason I didn't go down is because that perk saved my life. Close one. By close one, I mean I just went down, but the perk stepped in and saved me. Dying Wish. Yeah, you know Dying Wish. You played Black Ops 4. Dying Wish just had to come in and save my ass. But, yeah. Black Ops 6 Zombies looks even easier than Cold War. So, honestly, you also might be able to play Black Ops 6 blind, because they brought back Gobble Gum. They have all the mechanics they have in Cold War with armor, extra health, Juggernaut, kill streaks, large open training spaces. All that stuff that made Cold War so easy is back in Black Ops 4. Being able to start with any weapon you want, all that shit. And now you also have gumballs back. On top of all that, they brought back Gobble Gum, and you can carry 3 gumballs at once. So I haven't played it, of course, because it's not out yet, but you may be able to do all right without even being able to see what's going on in that game. Because just the amount of stuff they give you that's just, on your side and so easy to go for rounds in that game, or, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, the amount of stuff they gave people to be able to play in that game is too much, it's too much where there's no challenge anymore. But yeah, I would say, if you do miss zombies, being able to play it, it might be worth trying to play someday, either Cold War or Black Ops 6, because they're just vastly, vastly easier than any other zombies mode we've ever gotten, including, like, Exo Zombies, World War II Zombies, Infinite Warfare. Like, I've played all those versions, and this is just so much easier than any of them. Like, it's not even comparable to any other zombies mode. It's like a different game mode. It really is. It's so much easier. It feels like a different game mode. But yeah, Cold War is all right. It also graphically does not look nearly as good as Black Ops 3 or 4. So in terms of, like, you're really not missing out on a lot, either A, gameplay-wise, or B, visual-wise. Visually, it's strangely a large downgrade from previous Zombies games. There's, nothing zombified about it anymore. They basically just take, like, what would be a multiplayer map and make it a Zombies map, without even, like, redecorating it. So it just looks like you're playing a multiplayer map, and the graphics kind of hit a cap around, like, I think Black Ops 3 is still the best looking Call of Duty ever released, They kind of got games looking about as good as they're going to look around 2015, and ever since then it's been very slow progression in terms of games graphics improving. So I will say that, at least, you're not missing a ton when it comes to Black Ops 6 and Cold War. Both visually and gameplay wise, you're not missing a lot. Like, you would have missed a lot had you missed out on Black Ops 3 and 4. But fortunately, you did get to experience those firsthand, and you really did get to see the best, basically, because it only went downhill from there. If it's any consolation, you're not missing much compared to the stuff you got to play. It's really nothing compared to the stuff you did get to play. But yeah, Cold War is not a lot going on in Cold War. Unfortunately, there wasn't too much innovation. Oh yeah, another thing, you can upgrade perks, and the upgrades are permanent. So like in the menu, you can by playing games, you earn this currency you can use to upgrade perks, and those upgrades are permanent. So you could have permanently upgraded Juggernaut, permanently upgraded everything, through progression. Like it gets even easier the more you play it. As easy as it starts out, it gets even easier as you continue to play Cold War. So. And again, with Black Ops 6, they're basically bringing back all the mechanics to make Cold War too easy, while also adding Gobblegum back and allowing you to carry multiple Gobblegum at once. So all of that combined, might want to give it a shot if you have if you know anybody who'd be willing to, coach you through that. Because yeah, I would definitely miss zombies if I went blind too. I would miss playing it, and I would probably tune into people's live streams and stuff like you are. I'm around 42 right now. Getting a little harder for sure at this round. Having some close calls now. And also, once you get above round, I don't know if it's always been like this or if this was updated at some point, but once you get above round 50 in Black Ops 4, the zombies get faster than you, which is not something that happened in any other game when you're going for high rounds. In all of World of War from Black Ops 3, you could outwalk the zombies. You didn't have to sprint. If you were walking away from them, the fastest zombies would be the same speed as your walking speed. That's not the case in BO4. In BO4, did I say Cold War? I may have said Cold War. In Cold War, the zombies are never faster than you. It's stupidly easy. In Black Ops 4, the zombies get faster than you once you hit round 50. First, it's just 1 or 2, then it's 3 or 4. Next thing you know, by the time you get to round 60, 65, the whole damn horde is faster than you. So the second you stop sprinting, they catch up to you and start hitting you. And you have to start sprinting again. And the second you stop running, they catch up and they start hitting you and breaking your shield. It's pretty crazy. It definitely makes high rounds fun and challenging in a new way that they weren't challenging in Black Ops 3. Which is another thing that I think makes high rounds fun and engaging. There's no difficulty cap. In Black Ops 3, once you got to round 70-ish, rounds were basically as difficult as they were going to get. The only challenge at that point, once you hit round 65, 70 in Black Ops 3, was that they were going to be longer. Each round is going to keep being longer, but other than that, you had reached peak difficulty, and they found a way to fix that in Black Ops 4 by making it so zombies get faster than you, and more zombies start becoming faster than you. So you never really get to chillax and fall into a rhythm of it like you could in BO3. You always got to be focused above round 50 in BO4. Which I kind of appreciate, the difficulty aspect of it is part of what helps me enjoy zombies, and I really feel like I accomplished something when I get to round 67 is my highest round in Black Ops 4, and I'm kind of proud of that because, I did nearly 20 damn rounds of the zombies being faster than me, so, that feels pretty cool. But anyway, I'm going to have to take a quick little break from the stream here real quick to use the bathroom. I got to get up. Ugh. I got to take a quick break from the stream here to use the bathroom. Oh, I missed a comment you said. You said, I remember I was at the end of Shadows of Evil, and I had to get the Shadow Man the summoning key, and I had to hold the button, and I didn't know, and I died. Oh, that's so frustrating. That's so ridiculous. Yeah, because you have to shoot him and he gets over the summoning key and you have to hold square. But you thought you just shot him and once he got over the summoning key it was over. That's so frustrating, man. That's so stupid. I don't know why. They should have just had it end when he got over the summoning key. There was no reason for you to have to run up and hold square. That's an unnecessary extra step. You could put the game mode on hard or very hard. I did that, and it's one hit, and I think two, they run faster than you. Ooh, you know what? I may have to give Cold War another shot. Because I only ever played classic zombies in Cold War. But if that is an option in Cold War, I may have to give Cold War another chance and see see if it's fun if I'm playing on hard mode, you know? Because there were definitely things about it that were fun. I did like aspects of Cold War Zombies. I could just never get into it the same way I could previous Zombies modes because of the lack of difficulty. You know, it was just, I didn't find it to be engaging. I found it boring. But if they have an ultra hard mode, then yeah, I might be willing to go back and give Cold War another shot and see if I could enjoy it from that perspective. If I'm just playing like the hardcore version. So yeah, thank you so much for letting me know about that. I'm actually really happy to find that out because I'm willing to give the game another shot now. Unless you're talking about Black Ops 6, in which case we're not sure what the in a minute. We're not sure what the harder mode they added, you know, if they're going to add a more difficult mode in Black Ops 6 or what it would be or how it would work or anything, but I'm hoping they're going to have a way to make it much harder in Black Ops 6 and that might make it worth getting for me eventually someday. But yeah, thank you so much for letting me know about that extra difficulty option in Cold War. I definitely have to go back and give that a shot. That sounds fun. But I'm gonna have to step away from the stream here for a minute. I got to use the bathroom really bad, and I also have to go got to put some fish sticks in the oven because I'm really hungry. I gotta get something to eat here, and my dog also really wants to go outside, so I'll take him out real quick. So I'm going to quickly pause the stream for a minute here, or a few minutes, and I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes if you want to tune back in then. Otherwise, if you don't feel like, have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning into my stream. It was so much fun talking to you. It was great to be able to engage with somebody who's blind and find who's a zombies fan and find out their perspective on it. So thanks so much for giving that and for telling me about Cold War's harder difficulty option. Oh, on BO4? Oh, what round you on, my son? What round am I on? 42. I'm around 42 at the moment. I just have to take a break now because I really have to use the bathroom and I really have to get some food. But yeah, no, Black Ops 4 is hard enough. You don't need you don't need extra difficulty in Black Ops 4. BO4 is hard enough with the zombies being faster than you above round 50. I don't need them one hit down to be on top of that. I'm good. Um, but anyway, it's been awesome talking to you. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream and engaging with me. I will be back to talk to you some more in a few minutes. But I do have to step away for a moment. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and commenting and everything. This has been a great conversation. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you again in a few minutes when I get back on the stream. Otherwise, if you're going to sleep soon, you got something to do, have a good night. It was great meeting you, Joe. Thank you so much for stopping in. Alright, I have returned. If anybody is still here in the live stream. Is it the end of the round? Good, it looks like it is, okay. Um, but yeah, I am unfortunately... Yeah, oh, hold on. What's under the couch, baby? My dog says there's a toy under the couch. What's going on under here? Oh, I see it. I see it. I'll get it. Ooh, I'll get it. Ugh. Alright, ready? Ready. There you go. But anyway, uh, this has been an awesome stream. This has been a bunch of fun. I got the ray gun. I got to talk to multiple new viewers, including one who's visually impaired, which is a great conversation. I don't know anyone who's blind in my own life, and I'd love to get that perspective on things, especially from someone who's a zombies fan like I am. So this has been an awesome stream. Unfortunately, I think I am going to have to end the stream in a minute here because I just realized it's almost 4 in the morning. I got carried away. I didn't realize it was that late, and I do have to work tomorrow. I also have to eat before I work because I am very hungry. So I'm going to have to get some food and get some sleep before I have to work tomorrow. Plus, I would rather end the stream before I get to round 50 because it's harder to come back and get back in the flow of the game when the zombies are already faster than you. It's easier to readjust to picking up a high round game partway through when they're not faster than you. So I would like to have a few rounds of buffer to get used to playing again, and I come back to this tomorrow or the next day. Instead of immediately have to jump into the zombies who are already crackheads and they're faster than me. So for a few reasons, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the stream in a minute here. But if there's any last comments or any last things anybody wants to say in the stream, go ahead and I'll be happy to respond to any last minute comments here. But yeah, it's been awesome talking to you guys, Own Solo and Joe. Thanks so much for stopping in the stream. Own Solo said he subscribed, so I hope you subscribe too, Joe, if you'd like to stop by for future BO3 streams and discuss zombies, and I can tell you about how you're really not missing much with Black Ops 5 and 6 zombies. Like, it was so boring and mediocre that, again, I'm not trying to be like make some kind of joke when I'm saying you might be able to play it blind if someone was helping you. You actually might be able to get to like round 20, 25, 30 without seeing anything. If someone's telling you what's in front of you, that game is so much easier than every other game. But yeah, it's been fantastic engaging in this conversation in this stream. I do intend to do a lot more Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 streams in the future, and I would love to be able to keep talking to you about this kind of stuff. It's really fun to go back and forth and find out a different perspective that I don't hear very often, As someone who doesn't know any blind people in my life personally, I like being able to have that different perspective that, I'm not able to put myself in those shoes very often, and it's really nice to be able to hear from somebody who is in that position and your perspective on things. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing all the your situation and everything, and just also your opinions on zombies and whatnot. Oh, I guess that's my last question. What is your favorite zombies map? If you're still in the stream, I don't know, Joe. You may have already left the stream, but I'll keep it going for another minute or two here, 2 or 3 minutes. And I guess my last question before I head out, if anyone's still here, go ahead and throw out in the comments, what is your favorite zombies map of all time? From the ones that you did play, what is your personal favorite one? My personal favorites are Origins and Mob of the Dead. And then rounding out the top 3 gets a lot stranger or more unconventional for me. I'd say then my top 5 would probably be, Origins, Mob at the top 2 spots. And then under that, I'd probably put Zetsubo, Zetsubo Noshima number 3. Maybe like Call of the Dead number 4, and I don't even know what a number 5. Like me, I was saying earlier, possibly Die Rise, because I like Die Rise a lot more than most people. But I don't know. It's hard to decide. But those would probably be my top 5. It'd be Mob, Origins, Die Rise, Zetsubo, and Call of the Dead. Not necessarily in that order. But yeah, then there's a decent chance that a Black Ops 6 map or a Black Ops 4 map I haven't played yet ends up being in those top 3 or top 5 maps of all time. You know, maybe Dead of the Night or Ancient Evil, or even one of the other ones. You know, so who knows? I haven't played them yet. I'm looking forward to playing those in future streams and getting to know those maps. I did want to keep the stream going longer because I was having such a good time with the ray gun and the conversations and everything, but between how hungry I am, how much my dog's asking to go outside, and how much out of time I am at this point, I realized I got to get some sleep before I got to work tomorrow. So, um, fortunately, I have an easy job tomorrow, but still, I got to make sure I have a few hours of sleep. And my dog, you know, he's got to. He gets very cranky if he doesn't get enough rest, so I got to make sure he's properly rested. But yeah, thank you so much for the support, guys. Had a great time on the stream. Did not plan to commentate the stream at all. I was literally just going to listen to YouTube and play silently and end up talking the whole time because I actually had people to talk to, so that was really nice. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. It was fun. It was very fun to get other people's, you know, perspectives on the situation and just shoot the shit about all kinds of different zombies related stuff. So I look forward to doing that in the next stream. Hopefully, I'll have, you know, same amount of viewers, maybe even more viewers in the next stream. You know, one of the nice things about being a really small channel like this is usually when people do stop in the stream, they do engage comment-wise, you know, and I could talk to people while I'm playing, which is nice. Oh no, I just got another viewer. I'm so sorry, the stream is ending. It's 4 in the morning. I have to get some sleep. I feel like this is a terrible time to end the stream when I just got another viewer. One more round? Nah, I really gotta go to bed. It's already 5 in the morning. Jeez, I didn't realize it was 5. When did that happen? It's 5 a.m. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be getting some sleep. I'm really not gonna be able to get as much sleep as I was hoping anyway. Uh, Sam says, no worries, catch you next time. Oh, I hope you do, Sam. Thanks so much. Yeah, please go ahead and feel free to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I'll be continuing this game from where I'm leaving off right here. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe the day after. And my goal is to get at least round 60, hopefully 70 plus in this game here. And I have no downs so far. You know, dying wish just had to step in once or twice, but other than that, I have no actual downs so far. And we're approaching 50 here, so it's looking pretty good. I may swap out this ray gun eventually if I could get a Helion salvo or something else, but for now, this setup is working really well for me. But yeah, Sam, thanks so much for stopping to the stream. I hope to catch you on the next one. If you do end up subscribing and sticking around for the rest of this game next time I get back on stream. It's always fun to be able to talk to different people about zombies and other life stuff while I'm playing zombies, so... yeah, thank you all so much for stopping in the stream and supporting me and everything and tuning in. With the likes and the comments and whatnot, I really appreciate it. Makes it much more fun and engaging than just playing by myself. And yeah, I really appreciate that. You know, I really appreciate it. You guys made this a much more fun stream and game than I was expecting it to be. You know, I thought I'd just space out and play and listen to YouTube and have something to do, but actually, it was way more fun than that. So between the ray gun and these great conversations, it was unexpectedly good time. So thank you so much, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow or the next day in the stream if you're able to tune back in. If not, hopefully I'll catch you guys in a future stream. Thank you so much for stopping by and everything else. Yeah, it's been a great night. But I'm gonna eat and pass out. I'll see you all in the next one, hopefully. And yeah, peace out. Thanks for all the support. It's been real.